You're so shameless as a mother. Even though you're from a single-parent household, you still have the nerve to try and use the kindergarten bus, don't you? Is this you, Emily? And why are you saying this? Yes, I'm a single mother and Maya doesn't have a father, but what does that have to do with us using the kindergarten bus? I'm telling you, single parents should not indulge in luxuries. Luxuries? Are you referring to the bus fee? It's not like I'm struggling to pay for it. Oh, please, no need to put on airs. That's not my intention, but I still don't understand. What's wrong with being a single mother? Ugh, do I have to spell it out for you? I don't want my child from a proper wealthy family sharing space with a poor, dirty child from a family like yours. What? You should be grateful your child isn't in the same class as mine. If she were, I'd have gotten you both kicked out of the kindergarten already. Papa, the kindergarten bus passed by and left me again. Father, I apologize for the intrusion earlier today. It seems Maya sent a text message on her own.
Ah, if it isn't Emily. I should apologize as well for not responding immediately. I was at a friend's house and I only noticed your text message just now, so it was indeed Maya who sent it.
Yes, that's right. While I was working from home at my computer, she managed to type and send it by herself. She's just turned 6, and she's quite something. Recently, she's been fascinated by watching me use my smartphone. Since she learned spelling and things like that at her previous kindergarten, she seems to have picked up typing on her own. Maybe she learned it by watching how I operate my phone.
Maya is just like my late son. She's good at that sort of thing.
Yes, it seems so.
Anyway, about that message.
Yes, please, go ahead, and I'm sorry if there's any worry.
You've only been at the new kindergarten for 2 weeks, right? What's happened? Let me know if you need to talk. I'm here to help.
Actually, the issue is that a single parent's child is not allowed to use the bus.
What?
There's a parent at the kindergarten who holds a lot of prejudice against single-parent families. This person is the mother of a child in the class next to Maya's. She seems to be the leader among the kindergarten moms. As soon as she found out that our family is a single-parent household, she started looking down on us, assuming we must be poor. And since the next day, the kindergarten bus has been passing by our house without stopping.
What? Are you saying the kindergarten is now just following the orders of this leader mother?
It seems so. I thought it might have been a mistake on that day, so I took Maya to kindergarten in my car. But the next day and the day after that, the bus kept ignoring our house. I realized this was a pattern, and I began to worry that Maya might face harassment at the kindergarten where I couldn't keep an eye on her. So I decided to keep her home today.
I see. Do you know the name of this leader mother?
Her name is Emily.
Emily? I didn't catch her last name. Can you send me that too?
I didn't get it, unfortunately.
I think I might know her.
Really? Do you know her?
If it's the person I'm thinking of, she's the daughter of a business owner I know. It seems her spoiled behavior, nurtured by her mother, is something even her father struggles with.
Oh, and I heard she has a son in kindergarten, too.
Yes, I remember her boasting about being the daughter of a company president. Her father runs one of the largest corporations in this area. If it's about B Corporation, then it must be that Emily.
So, you know her?
It seems so. I'll need to confirm this with my acquaintance directly.
I'm really sorry to trouble you with this.
No, I'd be happy to help for the sake of my son's wife and my lovely granddaughter.
Thank you so much.
Depending on the situation, should we consider shutting down that kindergarten?
Could it be that your child hasn't been coming to kindergarten lately because you've run out of money for the tuition? So you're really struggling, aren't you? That's not true at all. I don't appreciate your assumptions. The reason Maya hasn't been attending is not due to financial issues. Oh, really? Then what is it? It must be financial, given the way things are. After all, you've been having trouble with the kindergarten bus, haven't you? If you're having issues with that, it's probably because you can't afford it. No, it's not about the money. The real issue is the harassment from the kindergarten bus. With the way things are going, I can't be sure what might happen to Maya inside the kindergarten if I'm not there to supervise her. I'm keeping her at home for her safety. Well then, if that's the case, you might as well just withdraw her from the kindergarten. It seems like you're not fitting in here. Why should I withdraw her? I don't understand why you think that's necessary. You don't get it. Our kindergarten is an elite institution. It's designed for children from wealthy families. It's located in a high-end residential area, and it's clear that not everyone fits in here. So according to you, as long as a single mother isn't poor, she can stay, but if she is, she doesn't belong? Exactly! It's a common stereotype that single-parent families are usually struggling financially. It's just how things are perceived. Well, that's called prejudice. Just because there's a stereotype doesn't mean it's right. Oh, come on. If you're saying that's not the case, then prove it. Show me evidence that you're not poor. Evidence? Is that what you need? I don't think it's necessary to prove anything to you. Of course, it's impossible to prove, isn't it? No, I don't believe it's impossible. It just seems you're not interested in seeing the truth. Well, you're just making excuses because you can't answer directly, aren't you? It's clear you're not looking for an honest conversation. You just want to enforce your prejudices. Really now? So what are you going to do? If you're so sure of your situation, then prove it and stop making excuses.
Luna, good evening. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Dad. I'm doing all right, thank you. How was your day?
I've just finished speaking with Emily's father. It seems that there's been quite a bit of tension.
So, what did he say? Is there any resolution in sight?
Yes, there are some developments. I expect that there will be some action by tomorrow. He seemed quite intent on addressing the issue promptly. It looks like things might escalate a bit. I'm sorry if it ends up causing any inconvenience for you when I return home. I'll be dealing with this matter as best as I can. If it turns into a bigger issue, don't feel like you have to handle it all by yourself. Feel free to delegate anything that needs to be handled to me. I want to make sure that this situation is resolved without causing you too much stress.
Thank you very much for your consideration. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely rely on you if the situation worsens. Your support means a lot to me. Hey, Luna! What on earth is going on with you? Why are you acting so weird? Good morning. What's with the sudden commotion? I'm just trying to understand what's happening. Who exactly are you? Huh? I'm a mother raising my only daughter while working from home. That's pretty much all I can say about myself. That can't be all there is to it. Otherwise, my father wouldn't have been so flustered just hearing your name. Moreover, I was really scolded for not including you. Could this be about the confirmation from my father-in-law? Huh? Father-in-law? Yes, my husband's father. Huh? Oh, I see. So even though you're divorced from your husband, you still have contact with your in-laws? We're not actually divorced. Huh? I thought your divorce was due to some affair of yours. Is that not the case? Where did you hear that from? Well, do you think all single mothers are divorced because of their own affairs? No, not quite. At least that's not my case. Then what exactly is the situation? My husband passed away from illness 2 years ago. Oh. So my father-in-law still deeply cares about us who were left behind, especially Maya, who is both his granddaughter and a precious memory of his son. Whenever something comes up, he immediately offers advice and acts swiftly to resolve the issue. The reason Maya and I recently moved to this area, which is where my late husband was from, was also his strong wish. What's that about? Of course, I believe it's important not to become too financially dependent, so I work and manage to save several $1,000s each month. I find it quite unfair to be labeled as poor under these circumstances. What exactly is your father-in-law? He shares the same last name as me and is a well-known acquaintance with your father, holding significant influence in this area. Does that not clarify things? Same last name? If you say that, then it must be... wait a minute. No way. Is he the major landowner who owns numerous properties in this entire area? Yes, that's right. He's my father-in-law, Rick. He's also Maya's grandfather. You're kidding me! No, I'm not. I'm sorry for any confusion. I should have clarified this sooner. I didn't realize how much of an impact this would have. This is quite the revelation. My father-in-law holds a prominent position in the region. He's known for his extensive real estate holdings. Exactly! I had no idea. This changes everything. I understand. It's a lot to take in. I should have been more upfront about this. It's just... I never imagined that you were connected to someone so influential. Emily, please. Hey, please help me out here. I am facing a situation where my husband is on the verge of divorcing me. My father is also becoming increasingly upset, and my mother, who usually supports me unconditionally, is now siding with him. This is putting immense pressure on me, and I feel utterly lost. I see. I've received updates about this situation on my end as well. It appears that things have become quite complicated. So the company building and the factory land owned by your father's company, the apartment that's being used for employee housing, and your family's house, all of these properties are rented from my father-in-law, correct? Yes, that seems to be the case. My father-in-law has been involved in renting those properties to us, and now everything is in jeopardy because of this current crisis. My father-in-law, who is deeply enraged by your unreasonable and oppressive behavior, has demanded a swift resolution from your father. He's someone who doesn't take such matters lightly. If a resolution isn't reached quickly, he's declared that he will no longer engage in any rental agreements with your father in the future. This is a serious threat that could have severe repercussions for us. That's right. Because of this, my situation is becoming increasingly dire. I'm not only facing a potential divorce from my husband, but also the possibility of being disowned by my parents. Is there truly nothing you can do to assist me in this matter? I'm at my wit's end and feeling completely desperate. If you could just put in a good word with Rick, maybe it would help ease the situation a little. Any support you could provide would be invaluable in helping us resolve this issue. I'm afraid I cannot grant such a request. It's not something I can intervene in. Why not? Can't you show even a bit of compassion? This is a critical situation for me, and I am struggling to hold everything together. It seems you've forgotten entirely about the incident with the kindergarten bus. Huh? What do you mean? The way the kindergarten bus passed by my house without picking up the children was something that could only be orchestrated with significant involvement and coordination with the kindergarten itself. It was a deliberate act. I've traced the issue back to this, and it appears that you're having an affair with the bus driver, aren't you? Huh? What are you talking about? That's not true. Yes, the affair and the misuse of that relationship are the main reasons for the divorce, correct? You seem to know everything about it. Well, given that I've been directly impacted by these events, I believe I have the right to be informed. Please don't expect me to be the one to help you out in this situation. I am not in a position to offer assistance. Aren't you concerned about how this is going to impact my child? Huh? If this divorce goes through, my child will end up being raised by a single parent, which is a very challenging situation. Just like Maya from your family, my child will have to grow up with only one parent. You understand how devastating that can be, don't you? Please don't equate your situation with mine. It is not the same at all. Huh? I heard that based on your childcare experience and legal considerations, your husband is likely to gain custody of your child. That's correct. At such a young age, when the child is still yearning for their mother. If things go poorly, your son might end up in an even worse situation compared to Maya. I've heard that you've been neglecting household chores and childcare duties, merely putting on a facade of being a good wife and a wise mother for appearances. Huh? That's not true. I've been trying my best. For a mother like you, your presence, or absence, doesn't seem to make much difference. Might be better if you weren't around at all. What are you saying? Are you implying that my presence doesn't matter? I'm going to leave now. Continuing this unproductive and painful conversation is a waste of time. I have other matters to attend to. What do you mean by that? You can't just leave like this. You need to understand that this is a serious situation for me. I am facing potential ruin, and you just walk away? You're not understanding the gravity of the situation. I have done my best to handle things, but it's clear that there is nothing more I can do here. I'm not going to waste more time on this. What are you talking about? You have no idea what it's like for me right now. I do understand that you're going through a difficult time, but there's nothing more I can contribute to this conversation. My own concerns and responsibilities take precedence. This isn't fair. You're supposed to help me, not just dismiss my problems. Sometimes the best way to handle a situation is to step back and reassess. I'm afraid continuing this discussion will only lead to more frustration. So you're just going to abandon me to face this alone? I am not abandoning you, but I must prioritize my own obligations. I hope you find a way to resolve your issues. No, you can't just leave like this. Goodbye. What do you mean goodbye? This isn't over. I'm sorry, but I need to go. I wish you the best in resolving your issues.
Hello, Luna.
Hello.
Have you managed to calm down a bit since we last spoke?
Yes, somewhat. It's been a challenging time, but I'm getting through it.
That's good to hear.
I've been quite relieved because the acting principal at the kindergarten is a very caring and competent person. It's reassuring to know that Maya's in good hands. Thanks to that, I've managed to make some supportive friends among the other parents.
That's great news. It's wonderful to hear that you're settling in well and finding a supportive community.
Yes, it is a relief. By the way, I heard that there'll be a change in the managing organization of the kindergarten starting next year?
Oh yes, that's actually true. It's a significant change, but one that's necessary. We can't let the quality of the care and the environment for the children decline, especially in light of the recent issues we've faced.
I see. So what's the plan for the transition?
Well, following the recent concerns, the stakeholders had a series of discussions about how to address the issues and improve the situation. It was decided that my close friend's educational foundation, which operates several reputable schools, would take over the management of the kindergarten.
Oh, that's reassuring. By the time the transfer happens, Maya will already be in elementary school, but it's good to know that the changes should help restore trust in addressing any concerns for future parents.
Exactly. We're working hard to ensure that the transition is smooth and that the kindergarten continues to be a nurturing environment for the children.
That's good to know.
By the way, have you already bought a backpack for Maya?
No, not yet. It's something I've been meaning to do, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to help with that. I understand your parents are planning to buy a study desk for her, so I thought I could take care of the backpack.
Oh, would you really? Oh, that's very generous of you. I didn't expect that, but it would be wonderful.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. It's a special occasion, and I'd love to make sure Maya gets a backpack that she'll really like and be excited about.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure Maya will be thrilled. She has a special bond with you as her grandfather, so this gesture will mean a lot to her.
Yes, I'm sure it will. How about we plan a day to go shopping together? We can pick out the backpack and spend some quality time together.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd appreciate your company. It would be nice to make a day out of it and have some enjoyable time together.
Absolutely. It'll be a fun outing, and I think Maya will enjoy it too. Let's set a date to go shopping and get everything ready for her.
Perfect. I'll check my schedule and let you know which day works best. Thank you so much for offering to help.
No problem at all. I'm looking forward to it. It's a small way to contribute and show support, especially after everything that's been happening recently.
I agree. It's moments like these that remind us of the importance of family and supporting each other. I'm glad we can do this together for Maya.
Me too. It's important to make these moments special for her, especially as she transitions into a new stage of her life.
Absolutely. I'm sure she'll appreciate the effort and care we're putting into this. It's all part of creating a positive environment for her as she grows.
Definitely. It's also a way to show her that we're here for her and that we care deeply about her happiness and well-being.
Yes, and I believe it will make a difference. She'll feel the love and support from all of us, and that's what truly matters.
Agreed. So let's make sure to get everything done smoothly and enjoy the process. I'm looking forward to spending some time together and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'm confident that with your help, we'll make this a memorable and enjoyable experience for Maya.
Absolutely. Let's make it a fun outing and ensure everything is perfect for her.
Definitely. I'll make the necessary arrangements and get back to you with the details. Thanks again for your kindness and willingness to help.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to be able to support you and Maya. Let's make sure to create a wonderful experience for her.
Indeed, I'm looking forward to it. It's important to create positive memories for Maya, and I'm glad we can do that together.
Yes, and it's also a chance for us to bond and strengthen our family connections. I'm sure Maya will appreciate the effort we're putting into this.
Absolutely. It's these kinds of moments that make a difference in her life and help her feel loved and valued.
Exactly. So let's make the most of this opportunity and ensure that Maya has a great start with her new backpack and everything else.
I couldn't agree more. I'll finalize the details and let you know soon. Thanks once again for being so supportive.
No problem at all. I'm excited about our shopping trip and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'll see you soon and we'll make sure everything is perfect.
Looking forward to it. See you soon.
See you soon. Take care.
You too. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Not long after this incident, Emily's divorce was finalized. As one would expect, she had to pay alimony for her indiscretions and child support for her son. On top of that, she was severed from her family and relatives, who disowned her entirely. The affair with the previous head of the preschool, who was her lover, ended with him paying compensation and disappearing without a trace. Currently, Emily has no one to rely on. She lives in a rundown apartment tucked away in a corner of the town, trying to make ends meet with her meager income. From what I gather, she's now splitting her payments for both alimony and child support, which must be a struggle given her financial situation. Emily, who graduated from a prestigious university and got married and had a child right after graduation, had never worked a day in her life. Her entire adult life had been spent within the comforts of her home, without the need to seek employment. Her life took a dramatic turn when a significant mistake at work led her boss to explode with anger. This incident seems to have been a catalyst for a complete transformation in her behavior. The once capricious and demanding Emily had to retreat and adapt to much harsher reality. The change in Emily was stark. Her once vibrant and confident demeanor had now turned into a shadow of its former self. In the workplace, she's become incredibly cautious, constantly walking on eggshells. Her interactions are marked by a noticeable fear and anxiety, and she's always been wary of making any mistakes that could provoke another outburst from her superiors. The job that she once might have considered beneath her has become a source of constant stress and fear. Emily's days are now filled with an almost constant sense of dread. She's perpetually on edge, worried about her performance and her standing in the office. The stress is not just from work, but from the constant pressure of meeting her financial obligations. This pressure is compounded by the disapproval of her family and the community's judgment. It seems that the public eye has been unforgiving, and Emily's reputation has suffered greatly due to her past actions. In her neighborhood, where she now resides in a dilapidated apartment, Emily's presence is somewhat of a curiosity. The once privileged and pampered woman has now become a figure of pity, and her past lifestyle seems like a distant memory. Neighbors might whisper about her, sharing their opinions on her fall from grace, but it seems Emily is trying her best to keep a low profile. Every day for Emily is a struggle to maintain a facade of normalcy while managing the overwhelming burden of her financial and personal issues. The sense of isolation she feels is palpable. She's lost her former circle of friends and has become estranged from her family, leaving her without a support system. Her days are spent in a state of apprehension, with every minor issue feeling like a potential crisis. Moreover, Emily's son, who is presumably affected by the turmoil in his mother's life, also bears the brunt of this instability. The child support payments are meant to ensure his well-being, but the emotional strain of their situation undoubtedly affects him. It's not just about the financial support, but the emotional and psychological stability that every child needs, which might be lacking in their current circumstances. The previous head of the preschool, who was involved in the affair with Emily, has also vanished from the scene. His departures left Emily even more isolated, as she no longer has any connection or support from that part of her life. The affair's fallout has not only impacted her personal life, but has had severe repercussions for her professional life as well. Emily's story is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change. From a position of apparent stability and privilege, she's been thrust into a situation of hardship and struggle. The luxuries and comforts she once enjoyed have been replaced by the harsh realities of living in a rundown apartment and dealing with the daily pressures of a difficult financial situation. Her experience is a lesson in the fragility of success and the ease with which it can slip away due to mistakes and poor decisions. In summary, Emily's current life is characterized by financial struggle, social isolation, and constant anxiety. Her fall from a life of comfort and security into one of hardship and anxiety is a testament to the impact that personal choices and circumstances can have on one's life. Her daily existence is now marked by a continuous effort to navigate her new reality while dealing with the emotional and financial consequences of her past decisions.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.